Hello everyone, hope all are doing good. Myself name is Mohan and today I am back with the second lesson, nutrition in animals. Nutrition in animals. So last class we have studied about nutrition in plants. So now today we are going to study about nutrition in animals. So you have studied about the different components of food. Remember that. What are the components of food? Yes, carbohydrate, proteins, fats, vitamins and minerals are the major components of the food, isn't it? And these main components are highly complex substances. These components are complex substances and this cannot be digested or utilized by the animals as such. So animals, they cannot utilize these components as such. So this has to be broken down into simpler substances. So this complex substances has to be broken down into simpler substances to be utilized by the animals. And this process is known as digestion. This process is known as digestion. So what is digestion? Means the breaking down of complex substances into simpler substances. That is known as digestion. So the breakdown of complex substance into simpler substance is known as digestion. Digestion. Different ways of taking food. The mode of taking food into the body varies from organisms to organisms. So you know that the mode of taking food varies from organisms to organisms. Example, I will tell you, honeybee. If you are taking honeybee, what honeybee will do? Yeah, they will suck the nectar of the flower, isn't it? They will suck the nectar of the flower. And if you are taking snake, what snake will do? Yeah, they will swallow the food, isn't it? The snake, they will swallow the food. And human beings, what we will do? Yeah, we will chew the food. So the mode of taking food into the body varies from organisms to organisms. So example is honeybee. Honeybee, they will suck the nectar. And snake, what they will do? Yeah, they will swallow the animals. And we human beings, what we will do? Yeah, we will chew the food. So the mode of taking food varies from organisms to organisms. Digestion in humans. So this is a very important topic. So usually we take food through our mouth. So digest inside our body and waste material is eliminated from our body. So have you ever thought how this food is digested in our body or what happened the food inside our body? Yes, the food passes through a continuous canal which begins with the buccal cavity and ends at the anus. So there is a continuous canal which begins with the buccal cavity and ends in the anus. So buccal cavity, I think you are hearing this word for the first time. Buccal cavity means the mouth cavity or the oral cavity. The mouth part is known as the buccal cavity. It begins with the buccal cavity and ends in the anus. Understood? So the mouth part is known as the buccal cavity. So there is a continuous canal which begins with the buccal cavity, and the second part of this canal is the esophagus. Esophagus means that long pipe-like structure is known as the esophagus, also known as food pipe. Then after esophagus, the next compartment or the part is the stomach. Then after that it goes to the small intestine. Then comes the large intestine, and this large intestine ends in rectum. And rectum is having an opening known as anus. And through this anus, unwanted food or undigested food is eliminated through our body. So this continuous canal is known as the alimentary canal. So buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine ends in rectum, and rectum is having an opening called anus. So anus is the last part of the alimentary canal. So these parts together is known as the alimentary canal. And not only that, there are few glands associated with the alimentary canal. There are few glands that is associated with the alimentary canal. That is, first one is the salivary gland. Salivary glands. Next one is the liver, and the third one is the pancreas. So these are the glands that is associated with the alimentary canal. So first one is the salivary glands, second one is the liver, and the third one is the pancreas. So these are the three glands that is associated with the alimentary canal. So these glands secrete digestive juice. So what is the function of the digestive juice? Means they convert complex substance into simpler substances. So they convert complex substance into simple substances. So that is the function of digestive juice that is secreted by glands. The glands that is associated with alimentary canal. So the alimentary canal and associated glands together is known as the digestive system. So the alimentary canal and associated glands together is known as the digestive system. So this is the digestive system of the human beings. And this is very important, children. Alimentary canal and associated glands are known as the digestive system of human beings. So let's go for a quick recap. First, we have studied about digestion. What is digestion? Yes, complex substance that is converted into simpler substances. That process is known as digestion. And we have studied about different ways of taking food. Then we studied about digestion in human beings. Then alimentary canal. Then we have studied about alimentary canal. The food passes through a continuous canal known as alimentary canal. And which are the parts of alimentary canal? Yes, buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. These are the parts of the alimentary canal, and there are few glands that is associated with the alimentary canal. They are salivary gland, liver and the pancreas. They together are known as the digestive system. So alimentary canal and associated glands are known as the digestive system. So that's all about this session. See you later. Thank you.